Welcome back to Indian Trace. Absolutely gorgeous wildflowers for those who venture to get out once in a while. I mean, take a look at these. I have something I wanted to share with here. Look at these. I didn't even catch these. These didn't even catch my eyes. Take a look at these. If I don't fall off the edge of this embankment. Now I know that, Brooksy, you often capture some good wildlife out there and some beauty out there. I mean, stunning. So listen, this is the thought I had, and I'm getting into my site right here, but I wanted to take 2 minutes, 3 minutes, because it was an awesome thought to me. Nothing special. And first of all, thank you. Look at these wildflowers go all the way down here. Going into the fog. I'm on the outer edge. You never know. I mean, there could be a smoking artifact right in front of me. I'm on Indian land. Here's my thanks, first of all. Now, we're going down. I mean, there's just so many. They're all perfect. It's been so humid. No water since Florence. Okay, listen. Thank you. So many great comments. So many people entered the overwhelming giveaway. 2-3 videos back. Check it out. It's been won. Mike B won it. His entry is his name. It's Mike B. Last name is long. But, Mike, congratulations. And everybody out there, you had some awesome things you were going to do with all those artifacts. And if you know Indian Trace, there'll be more. Look at these flowers, will you? So first of all, thank you. Don't be discouraged. I'm out here, but if I find artifacts, and I might have found 2 or 3 so far, I might keep one. And the other 5 are going to go. And then every day, that sort of happens. So, destiny says that there'll be some more giveaways. That said, listen to this. I was thinking, because of the stupidity of the reactions of, I say leftists. I hate to say Democrats, although the leftists have worked hard to stand on a grandstand and say the Democratic Party is ours. I don't believe it is. I don't believe my mother and father ever acted as hateful and violent as the left do now. Stupidity. You see, but that's their weakness. Some of you out there that are listening that are freedom-minded, look at this view in the fog. And I needed to take this walk with you and share this thought. I got to get it out there. This is going to change your life. Change my life. And I just had the thought maybe 2 minutes ago. Change my life. Change the way I think about things. Especially politically. Because, see, I have 3 sons. You have children? Do you think there's nothing happening to try to shift this nation off the Constitution and off the Bill of Rights? Which are awesome as a premise for a foundation for humanity. They're awesome. There's nothing wrong with them. That's false teaching. They don't guarantee people not to make mistakes, but the virtue of their principle is awesome. This is the thought. I'm a simple blue-collar worker. Look at all these flowers. Overwhelming, really. I mean, they're small on here, but there's thousands. I'm a simple blue-collar worker, right? Here's the thought. If we lose the midterms, if we lose the presidency, which I don't think we can even come close, the numbers are overwhelming. 10,000, 20,000 just showing up, not for Trump, but for the principles. Not for Trump's rallies. Yeah, they are Trump's rallies, but they're showing up for the principles, everybody. Just listen to this, if you will. Don't get turned off. Listen. This is incredible. I'm just a blue-collar worker here in eastern central North Carolina. There's nothing special about me. Oh, God, but there is about these flowers. Holy smoke. What a perfect, I mean, it's as high as I am. Look at the color. Who does that? Who does that but God? Huh? Who does that? Here's the thought. Simple here. Listen. I like to say untrained for the most part, blue-collar worker. But if the Democrats happen to steal, because that's what they try to do with elections, unfortunately, and I don't want to say Democrats, I want to say leftists, I don't want to say criminals. Because I have relatives who are Democrats, and they're virtuous people, they're decent people. But we have to stand, all of us together, no matter what party, on the foundations of principle, moral fortitude, of decency in government, and anti-corruption. And corrupt is to rig voting machines. Corrupt is to have illegal aliens vote. Corrupt, I could go on and on. That's not the thought. Here's the thought. If they won, say for the happenstance, what's going to happen? I asked myself. Well, I know what's going to happen. Freedom-loving individuals, freedom-loving human beings that make up the United States of America, of every race, every tribe, and every creed, well, we're going to step up once again. We're not going to start to take to the streets and destroy our own neighborhoods, smash our own businesses, smack people in the head, cuss at them and spit at them. That never happened in Obama, and we hated his election in the first place because of his background. It wasn't him as a human being. I mean, he's a nice guy, he's well-spoken, but listen, I knew his background, and I knew his history, and anybody who would just investigate would see the people he hung out with, how he was reared. That's why. But through his 2 elections, listen, we, and I like to say patriots or conservatives, we didn't take to the streets. We didn't start smacking and hitting and spitting on anybody that voted for him, destroying their property. We won't do that again, ever. We will win by strength and ideas and the beauty of what freedom really means, what the pioneers understood, what they fled from tyranny across the sea. That's what we'll do. And you're not going to see this gross display, this despicable display of people who profess to support human rights. Listen, this has been too long on Indian Trace, and I don't often do it. But if you started to listen in the beginning and you still care to listen, we're not going to do that stuff. We're never going to do that stuff. We're going to win by strength. We're going to win by freedom, and we're going to win by ideas. And listen, all these rant and raving minorities, because the news is part of it and it's all a minority, is not the majority. Look at the electoral map of 2016. Look at it. Red as can be. There's a little pus and a little pod here or there that they put on the news and try to make everybody think that everybody thinks this way, but they don't. They don't. That's another propaganda tactic. Listen, they don't. I'm just telling you straight. I'm just a simple person. If I can see this, firefighters can see this. I know I got tons and tons of people can see this as a simple human being. So the thought was simple. We're not going to rise up in that matter. We're going to crush fascism, and that's what that is. You don't think the way I think? Well, I'm going to kick you. You don't think the way I think? I'm going to spit on you and I'm going to cuss at you. Are you kidding me? You don't think the way let's sit down, let's discuss this, let's find out why, where's the foundations, let's go back in time to find out what's been happening, what's happened in this country, how's it developed, what are the real foundational roots. Most of the time, leftists don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about the foundation of the Ku Klux Klan. They don't want to talk about the foundations of the Democratic Party, unfortunately. And I don't mean that against anybody who wants to be a Democrat. I mean that about the foundations of the actions that they've taken to support groups such as the Ku Klux Klan, to support actions such as the CIA's assassination of John F. Kennedy. That's not a conspiracy theory. Trump released the actual paper CIA documents proving they set him up, and they hired and commissioned assassins to kill him, and hired or commissioned a patsy. Those are not conspiracy theories. I'm done. I could go on and on, but I wanted to tell you the bottom line is freedom individuals have been mistaken in their gentleness for weakness, and it's not weakness. We will crush tyranny in this nation here in the Second American Revolution, and I told my 10th grade United States history class this. Yes, coming soon, and this was 17 years ago, you're going to have to fight for freedom. You can bet your dollar on that, and you're going to have to fight for freedom. So prepare yourselves, and I used to inspire them. And it was great because they all went away from history class as high school students, loving history as the #1 subject, but they didn't love history. They loved the reality of knowing where they came from and knowing where they're going. Do you? So let's each do our part. This is my part, just for today, maybe for this month, who knows? God knows where I'm going. I'm just taking another step and I'm moving forward on Indian Trace to another place. You can join me. You can leave an honest comment with some documentation, with some facts, with some links to correct me, because I could be wrong in many circumstances. I definitely could. And I'm just easygoing. I'm not assuming anything. But listen, what I do know is that freedom is the best principle for any human being. I try to represent that. And I just ask you to join me. If you watch Indian Trace and you like it, push like for this. I don't care. I'm not on it. I don't put my face on it. Can a video go viral if the human being that's doing the video is not even on it? Maybe. But we be well out there. Be well. and go slow.